Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelor star Kathy Swarts finds the perfect man. Golden Bachelor alum Kathy Swarts took to social media to reveal that she found the perfect man when she least expected it. Keep reading for all the details. Kathy Swarts opens up about how husband's death changed her. Kathy Swarts was married to her first husband for more than 4 decades. He sadly passed away from suicide in 2019. She joined Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor with the intention of finding her second great love. But Kathy didn't form a strong connection with Jerry Turner and was sent home. She recently took to her Instagram to respond to a question she's asked often. How did her husband's death change her life? Golden Bachelor star finds the perfect man. After striking out with Jerry Turner, Kathy Swarts is still on the lookout for her perfect man. She shared a video on Instagram to let her fans know she might have found him. The reality star was on a walk in Texas when she came upon the possible suitor. "I think I found my guy. He's tall. He appears to be handsome. He dresses really well. Bow tie, jacket, the whole 9 yards." But she spotted a few red flags. She said that he seemed to be a little stuck on himself and not able to move freely. Kathy Swarts reminded fans that she likes to move. She panned the video to the perfect man she found to reveal a very tall vampire Halloween inflatable. The Golden Bachelor star joked that she'd love to be embraced by his fabulous hands. Bachelor Nation fans react. Kathy Swarts was obviously joking about the Halloween decoration being her perfect man. Her social media followers took to the comments to react and appreciate the reality TV star's humor. "I'm guessing he's full of hot air." Kathy: "I've got several guys for you as I'm watching Golden Bachelorette." "Allow. Great sense of humor. You forgot to add, fits nicely in a drawer. You can do better. You are hilarious. Love your sense of humor. You and Susan need a live show. 2 comedians. Looks like the perfect guy. I'm sure he would love to nibble on your neck. He appears to be handsome. Lol, love you, Kathy. He looks like a keeper until you let the air out." One fan suggested that Kathy's real perfect man might be one of Joan Vasso's contestants. Jonathan, Gil, Mark, Chalk. Kathy Swarts, the vivacious star of The Golden Bachelor, sat on the edge of her bed, staring at the wardrobe she had meticulously organized the night before. She had done this ritual 1,000 times, or so it felt, getting ready for another date, another round of heartfelt conversations, stolen glances, and rose ceremonies. But this morning was different. Today, her heart pounded in a way that was both foreign and exhilarating. It wasn't just nerves, though those were ever present. No, today she felt a quiet but firm assurance, a whisper from her gut, telling her that something monumental was about to unfold. Kathy glanced at the mirror, her familiar reflection staring back. She looked radiant, and not because of the makeup or the flattering red dress she had chosen for the day. It was something deeper, a glow that only comes from within, from a woman who had spent decades searching, learning, and finally believing. The Golden Bachelor, Frank Alden, had seen many women come and go. Some dazzled him with their beauty, others with their wit, but Kathy was different. She didn't seek to impress. There was a grounded elegance about her, and no-nonsense attitude that came from years of living through heartbreak, triumphs, and the winding road of life. And that, more than anything, drew him in. The morning sun streamed through the open windows as Kathy stepped into the garden of the luxurious estate where the show was filmed. The rose bushes glistened, as if even nature knew something extraordinary was about to happen. Frank stood by the fountain, his hands clasped nervously in front of him, a rare sight for the usually composed man. He was wearing a tailored navy suit, but it was his eyes that caught Kathy's attention. They were soft, thoughtful, searching. He smiled when he saw her, and in that smile, Kathy felt a spark, no, a flame, that flickered to life. "Kathy," Frank said, his voice warm as the autumn breeze that swept across the estate. "You look stunning." "Thank you, Frank," she replied, her voice as steady as her heartbeat would allow. They exchanged pleasantries, but there was an unspoken tension in the air, the kind of tension that comes not from uncertainty, but from the weight of impending decisions. As they walked side by side through the garden, memories of the past few weeks flooded Kathy's mind. Every laugh they had shared, every tender moment, every deep conversation about life, love, and what it means to be truly seen by someone else. It all led to this. "I've been thinking a lot," Frank began, his hands finding hers as they paused near the old oak tree. "About everything. About you?" Kathy's breath caught in her throat, but she stayed silent, letting him speak the words that had been circling in both of their hearts for what felt like an eternity. "When I first came on this journey, I wasn't sure if I'd find the kind of connection I was looking for," he continued, his eyes locked onto hers. "But then I met you, and suddenly, it felt like the missing piece of my life was standing right in front of me." Kathy felt a warmth spread through her chest, but she was cautious. She had been here before, so close to love, only to watch it slip through her fingers. "Frank," she started, her voice soft but firm. "I need to know, are you sure? Because I've waited a long time for this, and I need to be with someone who's all in." He stepped closer, his hands gently cupping her face. "Kathy, I've never been more certain of anything in my life. You're the woman I've been searching for. You're kind, you're strong, and you've challenged me in ways I didn't even know I needed. I want to be with you for as long as we have." For a moment, time seemed to stop. The world outside the garden, the cameras, the crew, the noise, all of it faded away. All that remained was Kathy and Frank, two souls who had spent their lives navigating the unpredictable waters of love, finally finding safe harbor in each other. Tears welled in Kathy's eyes, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming joy of knowing that, at long last, she had found someone who truly saw her, flaws, strengths, and everything in between. She smiled through the tears, nodding slightly as she whispered, "I've been waiting for you, Frank." In that moment, everything clicked. It wasn't about the grand gestures or the drama of the show. It wasn't even about the rose in Frank's hand, which he now extended toward her. It was about the connection they had forged, the quiet understanding that they were both ready for something real. Kathy took the rose, her fingers brushing against his as she did. "Yes," she whispered, her voice steady. "Yes, I'll take this journey with you." The sun seemed to shine a little brighter as they embraced, sealing their newfound bond with a kiss that was tender yet filled with the promise of all that was to come. The other contestants, watching from the sidelines, might have felt a pang of disappointment, but even they couldn't deny that what Kathy and Frank shared was something rare, something worth celebrating. As the day turned to evening and the final rose ceremony approached, Kathy and Frank found themselves sitting together, the world at their feet. They talked about their future, about the places they wanted to visit, the family they wanted to bring together, and the quiet, peaceful life they both craved after years of chaos and heartbreak. "I never thought I'd be here," Kathy said softly, her head resting on Frank's shoulder as the stars began to twinkle above them. "Neither did I," Frank replied, kissing the top of her head. "But I'm so glad we are." In the end, Kathy Swarts didn't just find the perfect man. She found something even more valuable, a love that was built on mutual respect, understanding, and the kind of deep connection that only comes when two people are truly ready for it. And as she sat there, hand in hand with Frank, she knew that this was only the beginning of their story, a story that would be written together, one day at a time.